Good day. Today I will explain you the concept of light language and shamanic overtone singing. As you can see behind my back are two weapons of peace, the gongs. One of them is the earth gong and another one is Sedna, and they represent the celestial bodies in our solar system. Of course, the earth and Sedna, but they are attuned to a really similar frequency that differentiates only a little bit. They both are with their fundamental in 432 Hertz. And the gongs, my master, my teacher, Don Corot, said that in 2025 the presidents will play gongs to each other. But on this very moment, we are in 2025 and his prophecy has not fulfilled, not at least in this reality, sadly. But I'm still really hopeful and confident that one day the gongs and the sounds will be utilized to create world peace. That's the only reason why I do deep work with sounds and why other sound healers, they are working with sounds to create world peace, a harmony, a paradise. However, you differentiate paradise from the ordinary reality. And watching this video, you will hear a track where I am playing gongs and channeling light language and shamanic overtones. Okay, most people would like to separate them, that light language is a kind of a language where you are channeling cosmic codes, and shamanic overtone singing is something that shamanic or shamans do. But my mission as the gatekeeper of sound, as player for the interdimensional and worldly peace, I must harmonize both sides in me, the upper and the lower sides, the yin and yang, the masculine and feminine. And that's why I align them. I see them as one unity, like some people say unity meditations. My fellow gong player said she saw a vision. It was years ago, maybe 9 years ago, 10 years ago, that one part of humanity will ascend and transcend their consciousness through 0-point meditation, that they will reach absolute stillness and the zero gravity. And from there, from the vacuum, they will be sucked into a different state of consciousness. Imagine Buddha, who did it sitting under lotus tree. And other part of humanity will transcend their consciousness. So in other words, ascend through absolute sound. And the absolute sound is the sound of a gong or a pure overtone. When it is rang in a right frequency and in a right manner. And that's actually part of my job, to find out the most effective way how to calm a mind of a person, how to center someone and actually unleash our maximum potential. I was in the city of Girona in Spain. It's near Barcelona and it's the capital of Catalonia and it's the wealthiest town in Spain. And as I am a sound practitioner, my theory why it is the wealthiest town in Spain is because there are so many bells, so many church towers that play music, or actually the sounds, very conga-like sounds from the bells, almost all day and all night long. They started playing their bells at 5 a.m. and stopped after midnight. So there was some 4 or 3 hour pause between, and every quarter, half and 3/4, someone rings the bell and the whole city is aligning yourself. Because when you hear this absolute sound, all the worry, all the stress goes out from your mind, and you are able to align to your goal. So the sounds, they will help you to create wealth, they will help you to create stability, abundance, relationship, whatever you need, and helps to relieve the stress and anxiety that this modern living gives to us as we watch the news, watch the screens, etc. But by making overtones and singing overtones, and especially shamanic overtones, like you go like we are able to anchor the earth frequency. We are able to anchor the frequency of our physical bodies. Many people have come to my gong and sound healing sessions. They have had some kind of an alignment, some kind of pain in their body, or grief, whatever. And after the session, they have been relieved from it. That they have totally forgot that they even had a pain or anything. And they have given me feedback few days or few weeks after the session. Oh, I just remember I had this pain in my hip for 30 years and now it's gone. And it was gone after the session. That's why it's important to anchor the earthly overtones and the earthly voices, that we could heal the physical body, or actually remove the blockages. Some scientists have taken blood tests before and after playing the gong, and in 15 minutes of playing those sounds, the blood starts running freely in the body. And that's the reason why different emotional blockages are removed in the body, and why the pain is in the body, why we have physical symptoms, is because we have some kind of emotional blockages. Simple as that. But sometimes you need to have a lot of sessions to relieve some kind of a pain. And the man who brought the gong back to the West, Yogi Bhajan, and my master Don Guru was his direct student. Yogi Bhajan said that you need 10 sessions of gong to heal yourself. Okay. But my aim is not about healing yourself. That's just a side product of great attunement. So here is the place where the light language comes to play, that we tune ourselves to our blueprint, to our higher blueprint, to our cosmic origin, that we are able to materialize our actual mission in this life. And our mission is reflected in pure joy, that we are able to create and manifest things that we desire, that we love. And what I mean by manifesting is that it's practical action. For example, I manifested my own house, and I mean by manifesting that I built it with my own hands. It was my desire, and now I want to build another house and another one and another one, because it's just pure joy. I just love doing it. And what I mean by pure joy is the overall state of bliss. And sometimes there are downfalls. For example, I was building something in a house and I just failed, and it made me angry. Okay, but it did not hinder the overall state, because I was solving a problem. You see, we love solving problems. Longevity in a person comes from solving problems that they are able to solve eventually. And sometimes the time frame of a problem can be really long, 20, 30, 40 years. Like I found one of my old videos on YouTube some 9 years ago or something like that, where I'm telling how to manifest a relationship. And now I have been married for 5 years. Okay, so I manifested myself a relationship, but it took time. Everything takes time in this physical reality. But the thing about those sounds is that we are able to align ourselves to our higher potential and clarify the mind from all the problems. That's why they call it sound healing. But I still love other words like cosmic activation or or cosmic attunement, because I'm a fan of cosmos. Like 5 years old, I was playing with Lego spaceships and it was so great. A little fan of Star Wars. But in the ancient civilizations, they had such astral traveling and attunements when a facilitator took a group of people to travel to other planets, to other galaxies actually, and brought them back so they could gather the galactic wisdom and apply it on this earthly plane. And that's the essence of my work, that I help you travel through different aspects and different phases of galaxy, of the planetary consciousness, and you are able to bring it down into your body and actually realize it could be new technology on this earth, it could be a new ways of communication, new ways of relationships, etc. Whatever seems fascinating and important for you, because the galaxy or the cosmos is our open library that we have actually free access, as long as we respect it and we respect the sovereignty of other species that are living in this world and in this cosmos. The cosmos is full of life. I'm so sure about it. It's the most egoistical thought that we humans have, that there is no life in this cosmos, that we are the most special species in this galaxy. We are quite special, but we cannot say that there isn't anything else than we. And that's one of the greatest blockages that the modern civilization has, that this material illusion that we cannot see further away than the solidified spaces that are in front of our eyes. So we have to open our inner vision and we have to open our hearts to bring in the cosmic galactical consciousness. And as I have mentioned in other videos, that before the Russian Revolution, the Tsar had trade agreements with galactical civilizations to trade some resources that they had in the Russian Empire. So we have been an interdimensional and galactical species for a long time. But on this very moment, the large part of population is in a state of forgetfulness or forgetting, that we are not able to remember who we are. And that's another thing that those sounds help to accomplish. They help us to remember who we are as little cells of the great whole consciousness, that we are able to remember our real purpose, our real desires, and who we are in this world. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and please subscribe and check out the Cosmic Galactic Shamanic Overtone attunement that I will link down in this video. So goodbye.